Hi. Lastly, we completed BC to 7 segment decoder. Now we are going to do some counter which counts from 0 to 9 on 7 segment display. Let's quickly create a project. So 7 segment counter. I name it as a 7 segment counter. Button 7. Finish. So let's create a project. Next. Create. So HDL limit as a 7 counter. Finish. I simply keep it as it is because we are going to copy that existing code first. That we already have that BCD to 7 segment decoder we have created. So I simply copy that put also. I just copy this. So okay, then we copy that architecture part. Okay, done. So we have a BCD to 7 segment decoder here, in which we have a BCD input. But in case of 7 segment counter, it's simply going to count with the for every 1 second it is going to count. For that, the most important part we required is clock input. We haven't used clock before, so we are introducing clock in that clock of std underscore logic. So clock that BCD in we don't require here. So BCD one was changed to signal because we need to increment them. We need to increment that BCD in to make that 7 segment to count. Next, we need another thing called. So it's a clock divider. We can make it as a clock divider, or yeah, we can make it as a clock divider with integer range. So as of now we have used only standard vector, so we can also declare signals with that type called integer. We can provide the range. So we are going to divide the clock when it reaches that 15 to 10 power 6. Semicolon. So these are all the two things required for making it count. We have to create another process with that clock input begin. Then we have to write something like if rising edge of clock, then we have to perform that operation. So clock can be declared by using this rising edge or falling edge. Mostly we use the rising edge of the clock. Next, we keep something like that clock div equals clock div plus 1. Once that clock division reaches that 50 into 10 power 6, then we have to make that clock division to 0. In the meantime, we have to increment that BCD input that is going to display in 7 segment. The concept is, once this clock division reaches that 50 into 10 power 6, it is like 1 second, because our FPGA board got 50 MHz crystal oscillator. So to achieve a 1 second of clock, we have to divide that 50 MHz clock by 50 into 10 power 6. That will give you a 1 second time delay. So whenever it reaches that 50 into 10 power 6, we make that clock division to 0 and increment that BCD in. That BCD in should be incremented plus 1. So here we haven't provided the single code because it was declared as an integer. Above, clock division was declared as an integer, but BCD in was declared as a standard logic vector. It should be incremented with a single quote of that value. That is the logic. Now we have to make this BCD in logic. If BCD in greater than or equal to 9, then we have to make that BCD in to 0. So end if, then end if that clock divider, then again end if that rising edge of the clock, finally end process. Done. So we have to declare that IEEE dot standard logic underscore unsigned dot all. So for declaring any increment kind of thing, we have to declare that. So yeah, we have to terminate this one. That is another error, and we have another error 0. Yeah, it should be BCD in is of 4 zeros. We have to make it as 4 zeros. Save it. So logic is that clock, whenever the clock division reaches 50 into 10 power 6, that is 1 second. That BCD in automatically increments. Once it reaches 9, it was reset back to 0, 0, 0. So it keep on repeating. That BCD in data will be passed to that decoder part we have. So it will keep on incrementing. The only difference is here all the display will display the same numbers, like 0 to 9. If one display is displaying 1, all the display is going to display 1. So that is the part we have done. Next we have to create a constraints, new, create 7seg counter, okay, finish. So just copy the constraints clock, then we need a 7 segment part. So that's all. We can simply save and run this. Go. We can also visualize that RTL schematics that was created. So it is quite difficult to analyze that schematics for behavioral modeling. Structural modeling will display the exact structure we want to create, but in case of behavioral model, it will create a complex design. Here, it is somewhat understandable. Here you can see that clock divider, it is creating a 0 to 25, that is 26 bit 26 number of registers. So that 15 to 10 power 6 was shown here with some binary numbers. So this is the 15 to 10 power 6 value. It's keep on checking with the condition. Whenever that value is it's keep on incrementing and check the condition. If it reaches that value, then we have to increment. Then here we have another condition, that is whenever it reaches that 1001, we have to reset that one. So that operation is happening. It go to that 15 to 10 power 6 up to again check the condition. Then we have a BCD in of 4 registers. Then we have a ROM, again increment. So it keep on repeats. Now we open that hardware manager, auto detect. Program. Yes, the program downloaded. You can see that 7 segment counter keep on incrementing from 0 to 9. It repeats again. So this is a simple 7 segment counter we have created. For creating something like 0 to counting from 0 to 1000 like that, we have to write some refreshing logic in 7 segment. We will see that later on. Thank you.